In this short presentation we will describe several highlights of our novel computational method for elucidating and analyzing the therapeutic and psychosocial effects of arts-based approaches and interventions, and show its use in a real-world artwork study with human participants. We aim to understand how arts-based approaches work, and to enhance their effectivity. A typical clinical setting utilizing the arts consists of the creation work itself, such as artwork, musical work, and dance and movement work, the therapist and the patient. A three-way relationship and entities therein, all of which constitute a rich and dynamic environment of occurrences. As such, the visual, auditory and bodily information in the modalities of the evolving artistic construction processes are difficult to grasp. For example, in artwork, these include the starting and stopping of a drawing stroke, the length, direction and velocity of that stroke, color and tool choices, their usage durations, erasures, drawing page use, and more. The artistic construction work itself is not the sole component of the relevant dynamic processes. Complex social interaction also occurs. A session involves the therapist and patient, their verbal and nonverbal communication, and more. These complex, simultaneous, and interwoven expressive and social behavioral processes are often considered intractable to human observers. And, as a consequence, are usually interpreted subjectively and described verbally, thus affecting their subsequent analysis and understanding. We develop a broad and novel computational paradigm, which is designed to allow rigorous and quantitative capturing of the underlying creation and interaction behavioral processes, and their objective analysis and documentation. We apply our modeling-based technology in real-world experimentation, as we will show next. Since the naked human eye cannot rigorously and objectively capture and document the observed behaviors of the system studied, we use digital means to do so, for the initial raw data. For example, tablet touch screens on which human subjects draw. The digital information is then decoded and fed into the tracking component of our paradigm, the model tracking module. This module is responsible for capturing the dynamics of the systems modeled, for example, the artwork. The model tracking hosts Statecharts-based model of the explored system, and its specified metrics. Statecharts are visual language, which allow to uniquely formulate the states and events of the system. The model tracking module generates quantitative emergent individual and collectives behaviors, that are the input to the analysis module, which is study-based. In this module we employ mathematical, computational and algorithmic tools to investigate the data obtained, as dictated by the study's aims. The emergent behaviors obtained are also output using our documentation module, which is developed for portraying the dynamics of the processes explored. This is done by composing textual and visual reports, as well as graphical charts, to convey the properties of the dynamics of the creation processes, given in an accurate and nonverbal manner, which is easy to perceive. We will now show how the dynamics of the artwork creation, which appear on the upper left side of the screen, are decoded to states and events, and tracked by our Statecharts model appearing on the right side window. For example, states such as painting, idle, and material selecting. Running this collection of artwork construction excerpts, you can see the substates of specific tools and colors used, for example oils in red or green, watercolor in blue and next, pencil in orange. Concurrently, on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, the pressure exerted on the current tool is displayed, as an example of one of the parameters being monitored throughout the artwork construction. We also track and show dynamics of erasure. See how the pressure changes, and the number and the gradient of the erasure strokes required to erase the object. The artwork focus is the first step prior to the exploration of the contribution of therapist-patient interaction. Our study, carried out with healthy, normal subjects, focuses on the art making and the artistic creation dynamics therein. The resulting artworks are presented here, with each participant's work being arranged in a column from top to bottom, categorized by gender, age, and drawing task. Here we show as an example, the artistic emergent behavior of an individual participant, asked to draw an image of a positive feeling. We revealed that the end product of the positive feeling image of had changed during the course of its construction. Our tracking shows that the house drawn next to the human couple in was totally erased and a colorful field of flowers was drawn instead. Erasures, for example, took a notable portion of the drawing time, around 34%. These were carried out with the high pressure of with fast hand movements and the high velocity of 8.6 cm per second, well above the average of 6.8 cm per second. In this drawing, the pencil was the only tool that was not used. We were able to obtain gender and age significant results, exploring collective behaviors for demographic differences. These include the findings that the drawing velocity of females was almost twice that of males, whereas males used the color blue and the pencil tool around 3 times more than females, and overall used more drawing tools. The method is designed to have all the findings empirically and accurately measured and hence comparable. As an example, the drawing velocity of females is 11.7 cm per second versus the 6.6 cm per second of the mean with p-value of 0.0084. The significant results related to age include the findings that the participants in their 50s erased almost 3 times more than the ones in their 20s, whereas the latter used more colors. These gender and age significant hypotheses may point to factors that account for expressive variation impacted by art use, which can be further explored on larger scales. Developing and using our computational paradigm, we further wish to generate broad and novel scientific and clinical discoveries, and to improve their usage in arts-related fields.